So I've had a lot of people asking me here lately, what is blue merle? What is red merle? So I kind of want to explain it. We have both of these colors in puppies right now, so I thought let's go ahead and get them out and show them off and explain that. We're going to use this video though to show off Millie and Leo's puppies. So they are just as cute as they can be. They're growing up, but this is going to be their video, but I do want to kind of stick in here a little bit of the coloring to explain it because a lot of people don't know about the Merle gene and exactly what it means. So Mr. Blue is considered a red merle. So obviously he's not red. So actually red-based puppies cannot express the merle on the outside. So they can be merle genetically, but they can't actually express it where you can see it. But this is chocolate, so chocolate merle. So they call it red merle, and that's what it's listed at. But as you can see, he's got a brown nose. If he didn't have the merle, he would be brown. So you see all this spotting, kind of gray, all of that stuff. All of our dogs are barking, aren't they? All right, so, you know, he's actually got quite a bit of the merle color. So merle only shows up where the color would be. So if we had a dog that was party, that was white, the merle would not show up on those markings. That color would be white, and then the colorful part would be merle, which would be base color either chocolate or black with this spotting. So cute. So what I'm gonna do now, so this is Mr. Blue. He's cute as a button. Very adorable. I'm gonna get one of Shay's puppies. So Shay's Mr. Blue is a black merle, and we can compare those together. So let me go grab him really quick. All right, so here is Shay's Mr. Blue. So you can see he has a black nose. So black nose compared to a brown nose. And then black spots compared to brown spots. So we still have that silvery or gray look. So just because we're talking about the merle, they have the eyebrows of the brown and stuff, that is phantom. That doesn't mean, that's not part of the merle. That's an extra gene that's added on there. So even though they could be merle without having those red eyebrows and red markings, like on the cheeks and all of that. But this is a brown or red merle. This is a black or blue merle. Also, see where he's got white feet? He's got a white chest. The merle markings are not on the white part. So I thought this would be really cool just to be able to explain blue merle, red merle, chocolate, black. Kind of hard to understand, but they are just adorable. So a lot of times what can come with the merle gene is blue eyes. Not always. You can get merle puppies that don't have blue eyes, but if a parent has it or carries that, then they can help produce it, or it can just pop up. But the merle does bring in blue eyes, which you can actually see. We've got a blue eye there. And then when you've got chocolate puppies, they already look like they have light eyes. They're blue starting out, but then they do end up turning more of like an amber or a green. I do think he has some blue. Yeah, I do think that he has some blue in his eyes too. I don't know if they're fully blue. He's got one full blue eye and then one part of a blue eye. But I love the merle gene. I just think that it's so fun. All right, so everybody give a big shout out and thank you to Shay's Mr. Blue for showing off, because this is not about your litter, but this is Mr. Blue and Millie and Leo's litter. So here is Miss Orange. So she is another Merle, so red Merle, also chocolate. You can see she has that brown nose. Again, where she's got all this white, no Merle color is showing through, except for on the color part. So what would be chocolate is got the Merle markings on it. I do think that she's got blue eyes. I said last time maybe she didn't, but then I think that she does. It's so hard to tell until they get a little bit older. She's stunning either way. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Really nice wavy coat. We do plan to keep her for the program as long as everything turning out looking like what we're thinking it is. But this is Miss Orange. So Shay's litter, the other black Merle. We have another one that's a tuxedo like this. Let me grab her and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the Merle gene and some things that you can and can't do when you have it in a breeding program. All right, so here is Shay's Miss Pink, and is she not the cutest little black Merle? She looks exactly like Shay, except for some white on the face. So again, we've got a blue Merle tri, and then we've got a red Merle tri. Black Merle, chocolate Merle. You can see kind of, we've got more of a gray and more of a brown tint. She's got some blue eyes. And like I said, I hope she's got some blue eyes too. So one thing that I wanted to kind of talk about, just, you know, for some details, just for some facts. When you have Merle in your program, you cannot breed two Merle dogs together. And again, you have to remember that red covers up, oh hi, that the red, not red Merle, but the actual red base, so the cream based, covers up the Merle so you can't see it. So if we have like our normal red dogs, they could genetically be Merle. You got to make sure that you kind of test for that. And usually if it's not in your lines or you've done certain genetic testing and stuff like that, you'll already know that you don't have Merle in those lines. What are you doing? Oh my goodness gracious. You are the vocal one of the group. I told everybody last week. Yes, I did. Because if you breed two Merles together, you do have a chance of having some blind and deaf puppies. So that you might have seen before in like the Aussie, what baby, in the Aussie world, because there are, you know, some Aussies that, you know, breeders that breed them together and just get some really, really sad, you know, puppies that are blind or deaf or both. So that's something that we have to be really, really careful with. And when I talk about when I talk about adding, you know, one girl to my program, I wanted to add a girl that wasn't Merle out of Shay's litter so I could breed back to their mamas. So it's like their half brother. So Hank, we kept a puppy from Millie and Pickle's first litter. I know, baby. So that's just something to keep in mind, that if you've got Merle or if you get a Merle dog. And another reason why we're very strict about when we sell our puppies, we do need to get proof of spay and neuter and all of that stuff, because people that might not know could, you know, end up trying to breed a dog and breed a cute Merle to another Merle and just get some puppies that are not genetically healthy. Are you telling me all about it, baby? All right, well, again, let's give him a big thanks to Shay's puppy, Miss Pink. And then this is Miss Orange from MillieXLeo's litter. So we've got 4 more puppies in this litter. So we're gonna show them. These are the non-Merle puppies. So we've got Miss Red. She's a bigger female. And then we have Mr. Green. He's so tiny. Look at how small he is. But I thought it would be kind of cool just to show them off kind of side by side. There's not a whole lot of difference with, you know, color and different stuff like that with our chocolate ones. What do you think, guys? This is Miss Red. She has a nice curly coat. Seems to be thick and luscious. Is that your tongue? She's like, yeah. And then here is Mr. Green. He also looks like he has a curly coat. Hey, mister. All right, let's go get the other two. So now we've got pink and purple. So this is Miss Pink. So I do think that she has a wavy type of coat. She's got some waves in there, which sometimes can mean that we will have more of like a curly coat. But when she was younger, it definitely had more of a smoother look to, instead of these ripples like Miss Purple. But Miss Purple is curly. But not super, super curly, not like Miss Red. Red's curlier than her. It's so funny, all the different textures of these babies. This is Miss Pink. And this is Miss Purple. Miss Purple's got a little bit of white on her chin. And they're about the same size. But I have just fallen in love with this litter already, and not a whole lot of people have. So we do plan to keep Miss Orange, and I've had a lot of people reaching out and saying, hey, if you don't keep Orange, they want to be interested in getting information on her. But we do have Mr. Blue and these chocolate puppies that are available. So since last time you guys had seen, we did have the pool in here, and we removed that and opened this up. We haven't put the grate in yet because Mom does kind of bounce around quite a bit, but the grates will go up in just a few days when Mama gets cleaned up and starts staying out with us. But everybody's doing fantastic, aren't you? Yes, you are. Hey, darling. What are you doing, mister? Hey, Missy. So Miss Purple, since we had 2 and 2, didn't really get to see. She has quite a bit of white on her chest. Yes, she does. Let's see. Miss Red just has a little spot. Everybody's so funny. What about Miss Pink? No, Miss Pink is solid. Miss Pink is solid. What about Mr. Green? He's solid too.
sweet girl. Oh, you rolled over. Good job. All right, guys, tell everybody bye-bye. Tell everybody thank you for watching. Tell them, say thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.